My character's name is Dr. Sarah Tancredi. I am not a doctor, I play one on TV. She is a physician at Fox River State Penitentiary in Joliet. And she's sort of, I think, caught between a couple of worlds in that she is a physician at a prison, at a maximum security prison that carries the death penalty and, you know, has a death row. She's also, but she's somebody who refuses to have anything to do with the death penalty side of things, is a sort of anti-death penalty activist in her own way. Michael puts down on his forms that he is a type 1 diabetic, and so he comes to her for insulin shots. Comes in, you know, daily to the infirmary, and they sort of start to develop an interaction from there. Oh yeah, I mean, I think he sticks out like a needle in a haystack, which is why, arguably in prison, things start to become increasingly difficult for him. You know, I think you take a look at him, sort of as you do Wentworth, and there's a grace, an intelligence, a presence, you know, and if all of a sudden you heard that Wentworth had gone to jail, it would be a sort of odd, you know, what choices did you make? There's nothing overtly tough that doesn't seem put on about Michael. But at the same time, I'm sure she's encountered people like that before. You know, you take a wrong turn, and I mean, that's part of what you think coming to work in Joliet. There but for the grace of God go I. You make a wrong turn, you make a few choices that don't go well, and you're on the wrong side. Oh, sure. I mean, she has reason to feel suspicion about everybody. It's jail, which means, or prison, which means that everybody's a criminal, or at least everybody's been convicted of a crime. And you know, I spoke with a physician who had worked at Stateville, which is, I think it's still functioning as a maximum security prison with a death row in Illinois. And he said that his diagnostic skills after 20 years practicing were never better than when he was working in prison, because people are constantly inventing illnesses as a way of, you know, there are 3 ways out of that kind of a prison. You can be executed, you can be exonerated through an act of the government or a trial, and once that court proceeding is over, the only other way out is in the hospital. So people are always coming in and lying.